Hi, and thanks for joining us for our class today. So today's class is going to involve exercises to really mobilise through our spine, as well as strengthen through our core and our glute muscles. We're going to use a Pilates soft ball, so I'm going to use a 7-inch ball today, just to really add an extra dimension and challenge to some of those movements as well. So I hope you enjoy the class today. Remember, always work to a level that you feel comfortable with, because most importantly, we want you to enjoy the class. So we're going to start today's class in standing and warm up, and then come down onto our mats to continue the class from there. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so we're going to start by using the ball in my hands today. So we're going to bring my toes apart and those heels apart, so those feet at that hip width distance. Just to start with, we're going to transfer that weight, come to the front of your toes and then back onto your heels. So just nice and slowly forwards and back. Just look to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that weight's going nice and evenly down through your feet. Knees are soft, so not locked back. Hands up onto your pelvis, very gently. We're going to tilt that pelvis forward and then tilting it back. So just a gentle movement forwards and back. Again, just looking to find that midpoint between those two movements, so that pelvis in that nice neutral position. That core's gently engaged, those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted. Lovely. Okay, so bring that ball in between my hands here. We're going to start with our balance series. So I'm going to float my hand up to that shoulder height, come up onto those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good, and again, floating up. Up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. Now make sure you keep those knees that hip width distance apart as you lower back down. So we're raising up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good, and again, lifting up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. That core's gently engaged, controlling that movement as you lower down. Good. Lift up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good. So keeping those knees going over those toes, that hip width distance apart. Good, and again, lifting up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Now this time, if you can, we're going to raise those hands up towards the ceiling. Come up on those toes again, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good, and again, reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Good, and again, reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Lovely, and again, reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Well done. Reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and down. Let's do one more. Reaching up on those toes, bend the knees, lower the feet and slowly coming back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to just place the ball on the side of my thigh here, and we're just going to start with a little side bend. So I'm going to drop down, slide the ball down the side of my leg and then lift back up. Good, and again, dropping down, sliding down and back up. Good, now on this next one, we're going to slide down if you can. As we come back up with this opposite leg, we're going to reach out to the side. Good, so we're going to drop down, lifting up, opposite leg, out to the side. Good. Reaching over, lifting up, opposite leg out to the side. Good, and again, dropping down, lifting up, opposite leg out to the side. Well done. Reaching over, little side bend, out to the side of that leg. Well done. Dropping down, sliding up, out to the side. Well done. And again, reach over, sliding up, out to the side. Good, last few here, dropping down, lifting up, out to the side. Good. Reaching over, lifting up, out to the side. One last time. Reach over, sliding up, out to the side. Very good. Okay, so let's place the ball onto the opposite leg here. And we're just going to start with that little side bend again, that ball rolling down and lifting up. And again, just sliding down that leg and lifting up. Good. So on this next one, we're going to add that opposite leg lift again. So drop down, lift up, out to the side with that leg, dropping down, lifting up, core engaged, out to the side. Good. Drop down, raising up, out to the side. Well done. And again, dropping down, raising up and out to the side. Well done. And again, reaching over, sliding back up and out to the side. Good. Last few here. Drop down, sliding up and out to the side. Well done. Drop down, lifting up and out to the side. One last time, reaching over, sliding up and out to the side. Well done. Okay, so this time we're going to put the ball between my knees now. So still feet that hip width distance apart. Get a little bit of tension just between those knees there with that ball there. And we're going to go into a few little squats. So imagine you've got that chair behind you. We're going to stick that bottom back and then lift back up. Good. And again, dropping down and lifting up. So having that ball there just helps kick in that inner thigh a little bit here as we're dropping down and lifting up. Good. So we can bring those hands in front if you can and up. So dropping down, lifting up. Lovely. Drop down and lift up. Good. Nice and controlled. Good. And back up. Well done. Sitting that bottom back, so that weight's going back onto your heels there as you drop down and lift up. Good. Dropping down and lifting up. Well done. And up. Well done. Drop down and lift up. Now on this next one, let's drop down. We're going to hold that here if you can. Just nice breath in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. And then lifting up. Very good. Let's do that again with a little hold. So we're going to drop down. Hold that there. Breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. And slowly coming back up. Well done. If you can, we're going to do one more of those. So we're going to drop down, hold that here, breath in and out. And again, breath in and out. And then slowly lifting back up. Well done. Okay, so we're going to place the ball down onto the floor now under one foot. So I'm just going to show you here so you can see me clearly. So just again, that foot under the ball here. Opposite leg, we're going to do a little single leg dip. So what we're going to do is as we dip down with my left leg, I'm going to stretch my right leg out with that ball. Good. And again, so we're going to drop down, reaching out with that right leg while I'm dipping on my left. Good. Dropping down and back. So this knee is going over that toe. So still nice and control through that leg as we're dropping down and lifting up. Good. That ball's just sliding under my foot. Well done. Dropping down and lifting up. Well done. Drop down. Nice and control through that single leg. Drop down and lifting up. Well done. Pelvis staying level. And back. Let's do one more. Drop down and sliding up. Well done. Okay, so switch sides. So the ball's under that opposite foot here. Good. So again, this leg's going to work really hard to control. Keep that knee going over those toes. So we're going to dip down and back up. So dipping down and sliding up. Well done. Dip down and slide up. Good. Dipping down and up. Well done. Drop down and back up. So nice control. That pelvis staying level. Little dip through this leg and back up. Well done. Ball's just rolling under this left foot. Good. And back. And again, dropping down, rolling up. Well done. Last couple here. And back. One more time. Dropping down and rolling back. Well done. So let's just bring that ball so it's at the base of our feet here. We're going to do a few roll downs and we'll go and pick our ball back up. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to tuck that chin down, rolling those hands slowly down towards the floor, down towards your ball here. If you need to soften your knees to get there, you can. Take a breath in here. Then as you breathe out, just picking that ball up, we're going to slowly restack back up into standing. Then I want you to reach that ball up towards the ceiling. Good. And then we're going to come back down and slowly rolling down towards the floor. Just going towards the floor, placing that ball down. Keep hold of the ball there, take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to restack again, lifting up. And then we're going to reach that ball up to the ceiling. Good. And then slowly coming back down. And then we're going to roll down again towards the floor. Just have that ball resting on the floor there or near it. Breath in. And as you breathe out, again, restacking. Nice and slowly, bring that ball up, reach up to the ceiling, nice big stretch, and then slowly coming back down. Last time here, we're going to roll down. Take that ball down towards the floor, take a breath in here, then as you breathe out, gently restacking. And then we're going to lift that ball, reaching up to the ceiling, nice stretch, and then slowly coming back down with those arms. Lovely, okay. Well done, we've warmed up nicely. So we're going to come down onto our backs, onto the mat to continue our class from there. Okay, so we're going to continue here down onto our backs. So I'm going to have the ball in my hands to start with. So feet and knees at hip width distance apart. Just to begin with, we're going to tilt that pelvis forwards and back, just to look for that midpoint between those two movements like we normally do. That core's gently engaged, those ribs are soft, collarbones wide, and that neck nice and long and lifted from there. Well done. Okay, so just to start with, we're going to engage that tummy. We're going to bring one leg and then the other leg into double tabletop position. Then we're going to start with a one leg stretch. So we're going to reach one leg away and then folding back. Opposite leg, reaching away and folding back. So breathing out as you're reaching away, breathing in as you fold back. So if you can, we're going to bring in our ball movement here, a little bit of modification. So as we reach the leg away, I'm going to bring the ball around the other leg. And again, reaching away and around. Good. Coming around that leg. Good. So round the leg and back. So alternating sides of the leg, we're reaching away and we're just moving through with that ball. Good. If you want to, we can lift that little bit of abdo prep and lowering as we're reaching away and back. So it's up to you. If that feels too much, then we can just reach the ball around. Good. Alternating sides. Good. And again, reaching away and back. So breathing out as you reach that leg away, breathing in as you fold back. Good. Alternating legs, well done. Just bring that ball around that leg. Well done. Good. Round and back. Lovely. Let's do last few here. And one more each side. And then coming back to that start and floating those legs back down one at a time. Coming back to that start position. Well done. Okay, so we're going to straighten both legs out again here. And I'm also going to reach my hands above my head. So if I've got my right hand with the ball, my left leg, we're going to bring them together. So we're going to reach opposite arm, opposite leg, and then lower back down. Then switch the ball in the other hand, opposite arm, opposite leg. Good. So we can just stay here, just reaching that arm and leg. Or if you can, we can lift up into that abdo prep and then lower down. So bring the other arm with you if you do that. Good. So lifting, opposite arm, opposite leg. Well done. And again, opposite arm, opposite leg, reaching. If that feels too much to go into that abdo prep though, remember, we can just bring that down there if you want to. Good. And again, reaching away, folding back. Well done. And down. Reaching and lowering. Good. So breathing out as I'm lifting up, breathing in as I lower. Breathing out as I lift up, breathing in to lower. Excellent, last few. And down. Let's do one more each side. Good, and again. And then lowering, well done. Bring those arms down, bring those legs back in. Let's have a nice little hug, just pop that ball down and bring those knees in towards your chest, well done. So just a nice deep breath in and out here. On that out breath, if you can, just sink down into that stretch, just a little bit further if you can, breath in. And as you breathe out, relaxing down, good. And again, breath in and out, good. And then relaxing down, very good. So this time I'm going to take my ball and just pop it underneath my left leg here. Let's have it underneath my left foot. The other knee bent up, arms relaxed down by your side. Now we're going to go into our bridge here. So we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up into that bottom, coming up into that bridge. Breath in here. Then as you breathe out, walking that spine gently back down. When we get back down onto the mat, I'm going to stretch that leg away. Folding back. And again, breath in as you breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here As you breathe out, walking that spine gently down. And then we're going to stretch that leg away with the ball and then folding back. Good. And again, lifting up. Good. Breath in to hold. As you breathe out, slowly walking that spine back down. Back onto the mat. Lengthen that leg away. Good. And again, rolling back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in to hold. As you breathe out, walking that spine down. And then extending that leg away. Good. Folding back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in. And as you breathe out, walking that spine down. And then lengthening that leg away. Good. One more here. Lifting back. Reaching up into that bridge. Breath in here. And as you breathe out, slowly peeling back down. Lengthen that leg away. And then folding back. Good. Okay, so we'll keep the ball underneath that left leg. So you can either keep it bent with this knee, but at the same time we're going to lift the opposite leg, either with this knee bent or we're going to straighten it. We're going to do a one leg circle. So we can keep the leg with the ball either bent or you can straighten that out. And we're going to come around in a circle, controlling that movement, keeping this pelvis nice and level, breathing in and out. That movement's coming from that hip, so we're circling round. Controlling that movement by keeping that pelvis nice and level. So keep those hip bones level. If you're feeling too much rolling or rotating through there, make that movement a little bit smaller. Now we're challenging this a bit more than normal with that ball under this opposite leg. So let's change direction. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. Coming around, good. Around and back. Lovely. Breathing in and out, circling that leg round. Lovely. Last one. Breath in and out. And then fold that leg down. Slide this one off if it's extended. Bring it back down to the ground. Very good. Okay, so let's roll that ball underneath that right leg this time. So we're going to have that ball under my right foot. Arms relaxed down by our side, and we're going to go into our bridge as we did before. So breath in. As you breathe out, tucking that pelvis under, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, walking that spine gently back down onto the mat. And then stretch that leg away. Good. Folding back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, walking down. And then stretch that right leg away. Folding back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in here. As you breathe out, walking that spine down. And then stretch that right leg away. Well done. Folding back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up into that bridge. Breath in. As you breathe out, walking the spine down. Stretch the leg away. Folding back. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in here. As you breathe out, lowering back down. Then we're going to stretch that leg away. Good. Last few here. Lifting up into that bridge. Keep that control. That bottom engaged. Slowly lowering back down. And then stretch the leg away. Good. One more time. Breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up. Breath in here. As you breathe out, walking that spine down. And then stretch that leg away. Well done. Folding it back. So we're going to go into our one leg circle as we did before. So this time we're going to lift this leg, either keeping it bent or we're going to straighten it. Same with the other leg, the leg that's on the ball, either keep that knee bent or we can lengthen that leg away. Either way, we're going to circle around with this leg in the air. So just drawing that circle on the ceiling. Now that circle can be as big or small as you like. The bigger it is, the harder it's to control. So make sure you're just going as much as you feel you can keep that pelvis nice and level, keep that core engaged. It's going to be a little bit more challenging with the ball under the opposite leg or foot. So just bear that in mind. It might be a little bit smaller than when you do it without that. So breathing in and out. Let's change direction. Going around and back. Good. Keeping that pelvis level. Very good. Breathing in and out. Good. Breathing in and out. Lovely. Last few here. Keeping that control. Well done. Nice in circles. Good. And one more breath in and out. And then back to that center, float that leg down, slide this leg back up and lower back down to the ground. Well done, very good. Okay, so let's just have a little hug, bring those knees in, have a little stretch here. So just take a nice deep breath in and out. On that out breath, just relaxing down, well done, breath in. As you breathe out, just relaxing down, good. Okay, so we're going to come around onto our sides from here. So if you've got a little block or a pillow you're using just to support your head, we can grab that. And then we're going to place our ball between our feet here. So just going to pop that between those feet and those ankles. And I'm going to come down onto my side. Okay, so feet and hips are roughly in that line. Those hips are stacked on top of each other. We're going to go into our clam here. So it's going to really challenge us a little bit more because it's a bit wobbly under those feet. So you might just push into those heels into that ball. That core's engaged and we're going to lift up and then lower. Good. So we're lifting and lowering. So again, still feeling it in that back pocket side area. If you need to, just as we normally say, bend or straighten those legs, and do, just to get that working in that right place. Good. Lifting and lowering. Well done. Lift up and lower. So pushing those heels into that ball, just really get that muscle working. Well done. Lifting and lowering through here. Good. And again. Lift that top knee, lowering down. Well done. And again, lift up and lower. Good, keeping those hips stacked, that core's gently engaged, well done. Lifting and lowering. Well done, very good. Keeping that control, well done. Pushing those heels into that ball. Good. And with this last one, we're going to lift it, we're going to hold it here. I want you to do 8 little pulses, so we can go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then lower that leg down. Well done. Okay, so from here we're going to straighten both legs out. So the ball's still between my feet here. Now I want you to have your feet just a tad in front of you, so just so your hips just slightly flex, not too much, just slightly there. Those hips are stacked on top of each other. Now you won't want this hand in front for a little bit of balance. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to raise both legs up together and then lower down nice and controlled. So keeping that core engaged, breath in. As you breathe out, raising those legs out, up, and then breathe in as you lower. Good. Breathing out, lifting up, breathing in to lower back down. Well done. So nice and controlled. Don't push through this arm too much if you can. Just try to have that there, little fingertips to support, and then down. Good. And again, lifting up and lowering. Breathing out and in. Good. So nice and control, lifting and lowering. Well done. And again, lifting up and lowering down. Well done. Keeping that engaged through that core. So you're lifting and lowering. Well done. And again. Good. Last couple. And down. One more time. And then lowering down from there. Well done. Bend those knees back up. So I'm going to grab that ball from between my feet. Just drop that block down onto the floor so your head's at the front of it, arms out in front, and we're going to go into our arm opening stretch from here. So we're going to lift up this top arm, opening out through that chest, following round and back with that ball, and then slowly coming back to that start. And again, lifting up through that top arm, opening around and back, following with your head, just rolling on that block, and then coming back to that start. Good. And again, lifting up, opening around and back, and then forwards. Good. And lift up through that top arm, following that head, just rolling on that block. So we're just gently opening out through our chest here and through that upper back. Keep that elbow bent. You don't need to pull through your shoulder too much. So we're just going to keep that elbow bent just to make sure we're not overly stretching through that shoulder. Coming around and back. And then forwards. Good. Just do the last few here, reaching around. Good. And then back. And again, lifting up. And then forwards. Let's do one more time here. Reaching around and back. and then coming back to that start. Well done. Okay, so we're going to come round onto the opposite side, do the same again. So we'll bring that block with us and our ball. So as we did before, we're just going to place that ball in between your feet here. I'm going to come down onto our sides, just using that block just to support my head here and that neck position. Good. Okay, so feet just that in line with that hip there, that ball's in between those feet and ankles there. Hips are staying stacked, core gently engaged, and we're going to start with our clam movement. So pushing those heels together, we're going to lift up that top knee and lower back down. So we're just pushing those heels into that ball a little bit, just to keep that stability and really kick those muscles in as well. Good. So we want to feel it in that back pocket side area. If you don't, then you can just bend or straighten your legs a little bit, as we normally do, just to get that muscle work in the right place. Good, well done. So lifting and lowering, but still keeping these hips stacked, not letting those hips roll back as we lift and lower through that top leg. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. Well done. Keeping those hips stacked. Good. Really feel those glutes working. Well done. Lifting and lowering through that top leg. Well done. Good. Lifting and lowering, pushing those heels into that ball. Good. Lifting and lowering. Well done. And again, lifting and lowering. Well done. Good. Now, if you can on this next one, we're going to lift this top knee, keep it lifted, and we're going to do 8 little pulses. So we go 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then lower that leg back down. Well done. Okay, so we're going to straighten those legs out together as we did before. Feet just in front of you, so just your hips slightly flexed there. So just a little bit in front. I can see the fronts of my feet there. Hips are stacked on top of each other. Hand in front just for a little bit of balance. And we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to raise those feet together and then lower back down. So just a little lift, breath in. As you breathe out, raising both feet together and then lowering back down. That core's gently engaged, raising up and then lowering down. Good, breath in. As you breathe out, raising those legs and then lowering down. Good. Lifting up and down. So hand in front for a little bit of balance. Try not to push through it too much. Keep that shoulder relaxed. Just there for a little bit of support, a little bit of stability. Good. As you're lifting and lowering. So breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up and lowering. And again, lift up and lower. Core gently engaged, lifting and lowering. Well done. Good, just a few more here. Lifting, lowering those legs nice and controlled. Lift up and lower. One more time. Lift up and lowering from there. Well done. Okay, so let's grab that ball. We're going to plop that block down onto the floor, head at the front of it. So we have our arms in front, just that top arm with that ball. We're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to lift up through that top arm, opening out around and back, following that head, just rolling on that block and back to the start. And again, lifting up, opening around and back and forwards. Good. Lifting up, looking around and back, and then slowly coming forwards. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, lifting up through that top arm, opening around and back and forwards. Good. Lift up through that top arm, looking round and back, head just rolling on that block, and then back to this front. Good. Just do a few here, just rotating through that upper body. As before, bend that elbow. We don't need to pull through that shoulder too much. We're just opening gently through that chest and rotating through that upper back. Well done. Opening out and folding back. Good. And again, lifting up, around and back to that centre. Lovely. Last few. Good. And folding back. Reach up and fold back. Good. And let's do one more time. Reaching up, opening out, and then folding back. Well done, very good. Okay, so we're going to come back up from here. We'll put that block back to the side again. We're going to come round into sitting. So just sitting, we're going to do a little bit of rotation here. So I'm going to pop the ball onto the mat and just have one foot on top of the ball from here. Okay, so this arm's just going to sit back, and with my opposite arm, I'm going to pop that behind my head. So from here, as I'm going to stretch this left leg out, I'm going to rotate my upper body around, and I'm going to come back together. And again, so I'm going to fold that left leg away, rotating that upper body around, and then coming back forwards. Good. And again, rotating around and folding back. Good. Rotate through that upper body and control that leg coming back. Good. And again, rotating around and control that leg back. And again, opening out. Good. And back. Rotating that upper body, so just getting that nice bit of mobility through that upper back. Stretching that leg away and folding back. Good. Let's do one more this side. Reaching away and then folding back. Good. Relax that arm down. Okay, so we're going to pop the ball onto the opposite leg here. All done. Same again here. Going to have this hand back, this hand behind my head. As I stretch this right leg away, I'm going to rotate to that side and fold back together. So rotating to that leg and coming back. Good. So as I lengthen that leg away, rotating my upper body and forwards. Good. And again, rotating around and folding back. Rotating around and fold back. Good. And again, rotating around and folding back. Good. Rotating around and folding back. Last few here and back. Rotating around and back. One last time. Reaching away and back. Lovely. And coming back down. Good. So we're going to stretch our legs out from here. Again, just using this ball, we're going to do a few just forward roll downs. So just having the ball resting on my leg, we're going to take a breath in. As you breathe out, we're going to reach forward with that ball down towards my toes. Breath in. And as we breathe out, I'm going to roll that ball back up along my legs. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, reaching that ball away, just walking down towards those toes. Breath in. And as you breathe out, rolling back up. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, just reaching away through that ball, just towards those toes. Breath in. And as you breathe out, gently coming back up. Lovely. Let's do one more here. Breath in. As you breathe out, just rolling that ball along those legs, reaching for those toes. Breath in. And as you breathe out, slowly coming back up with that ball. Very good. Okay, so I'm going to pop the ball over to one side. I'm going to bend those knees back up and just slowly, nice and controlled, we're just going to come back down onto our backs here. And we're just going to stretch out a little bit on our back. So we'll leave the ball to the side for now. So arms down by your side or out to the side of you. We're going to drop our knees over to one side. Turn your head to the opposite side. Then use those toe muscles to come back up. So a little bit more rotation again. Dropping those knees over, turning that head. A bit more into that lower back here. So we're going to drop down, looking over to that opposite side. And coming back up. Good. And again, drop those knees over. Turning that head. And slowly coming back up. Good. Reaching away, opening out, and slowly coming back up. Good. Do one more each side. Drop those knees over, turning that head, using those toe muscles, coming back up and over to the opposite side. Good. And bring those arms back down. We're going to stretch out through our hamstrings now. So we're going to bring one knee up to the ceiling. Lengthen through the back of the leg. You can use your hand just to support that leg there. Toes pointing up towards the ceiling. We're going to hold this stretch here. So just breathing in and out on the out breath if you can. Just relaxing down into that stretch. Good. Breath in and out. Good. And again, breath in and out. Holding that stretch. Lovely. Good. Then we're going to just point and flex through the ankle here. So just gently moving, pointing and flexing through that ankle. Good. Pointing and flexing. Well done. Good. Point and flex. Lovely. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up to the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg. Breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. And then lower that leg down. Excellent. Do the same on the other side. Knee up to the ceiling. Lengthen through the back of the leg. Holding that stretch there. Breath in. And out. Good. And again, breath in. And out. Good. Holding that stretch. Just feel that stretch through the back of the leg. And we can just change that slightly. Just moving through that ankle. Pointing and flexing through the ankle there. Good. Pointing and flexing. Just moving gently through here. Well done. And then holding that stretch again, toes pointing up towards the ceiling, lengthen through the back of the leg. Good. And then just lowering that leg back down. Excellent. So we're just going to stretch out through our bottom muscles now. One foot onto the opposite knee, allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we can bring the other leg up and towards you, just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just take a nice deep breath in and out here. On the out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just that little bit further if you can. Holding that stretch. Good. And again, breath in. And out. And again, breath in. And out. Just relaxing down into that stretch. Good. Breath in and out. Good. And then just slowly lowering that leg back down. Same on the other side, opposite leg. Foot onto the other knee. Just allow that leg just to relax open there. If that's enough of a stretch, then just stay there. Or if you can, we'll bring the other leg up and towards you just as far as you feel comfortable. And then we're going to hold this stretch here. So just taking a nice deep breath in and out. On that out breath, if you can, just relax down into that stretch, just a little bit further. Breathing in and out. And again, breath in and out. Good. Breath in and out. Well done. And then lowering that leg back down. Really good. Well done. So let's come back up into sitting from here. So we can use our ball just to finish off here, if you've got it. And we're just going to have our hands just with the ball in between them there. So we're just getting a little bit of pressure through there. Just shoulders nice and relaxed, neck nice and long. We're going to take a breath in. As we breathe out, we're going to rotate around to one side. Breath in. As we breathe out, back to that centre. And again, breath in. As we breathe out, opposite side, rotating around. Breath in. And as you breathe out, back to that centre. Good. And again, breath in. As you breathe out, rotating around, coming back to that centre. This time I want you to reach up towards the ceiling, come back down. Good. Rotate to that opposite side. Back to the centre, reaching up and down and rotating around. Back to the centre, reaching up and back and rotate round. Lovely. One more time each side. We're going to reach up, dropping down, rotate round and back, reaching up and down, rotate to the other side and back. One more time, reach up nice and tall and then lowering those arms back down. Well done. Relax those shoulders. Fantastic. I hope you've enjoyed the class today and enjoyed using the softball, and hopefully see you again next time.